I am here at the All-American Show, and we have found the preeminent collector of Mercury boat motors. Is that right? Now, I understand it's an extremely fascinating subject. Why don't you tell me some of the top 40 things that are most fascinating about it?
Well, they started making the boat motors in 1939.
So in 1939, so right as Hitler was ravaging Europe, they decided this would be a good time to make boat motors. Okay. Now, why is that?
Well, I got the first year that they ever made.
So you have the very first year. Now, how many do you have of the first year?
I have two of the first year.
Now, is that all they made that year? I don't mean, I mean, is that all the models they made?
They made probably two or three sizes back then.
I see. Now, I understand that you not only have the actual motors, but you have the toy and the...
best thing about the motor is that back in those days they came in cardboard wooden crates.
And you have the crates too.
Crates too.
Now, are the crates, that they have an interesting design on the?
It just had the name of the the company.
It had Mercury. So now, what is your name? What's your first name?
Ron.
Ron. That's R-O-N, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's your last name?
Robbins. R-O-B-B-I-N-S.
What?
R-O-B-B-I-N-S.
Robbins. We have a famous antique store here called Robbins. Robbins Antique Mall in Pomona. Al and Cena Robbins founded that. Now you're not affiliated with them. Okay, so I can say you deny any affiliation with the local Robbins. And so how many of these toy boats do you have in your collection, or toy motors?
Probably 75.
75. Now, is there a particular one out there that you're still trying to get a hold of?
I have them all. I have all.
Oh, you have them all.
Anything Mercury.
Anything. So you have the definitive collection.
Right.
So now that you have it, what do you aspire to? Now that you have Now, are you planning to put this into a museum?
Oh, well, no, just in my house.
Just in your house. Would you like this to go to museum, or do you want to force your children to take this? Because your children won't want it, even if they've been polite and saying that they do want it.
Just I don't know what to do with that after I'm gone. It's just somebody will probably buy it that goes to shows and sells boats and motors.
Now, in all those years, now how long have you been collecting those?
Well, I got my first boat when I was 10 years old, and they gave it to me for Christmas.
Okay, so it's 10 years old. Well, how old are you now then?
61.
Okay, we're the same age.
1960.
Okay, so in 1960, President Kennedy was campaigning, and that's when you started, and so that's a long time. So why would a 10-year-old boy collect motorboats?
Well, my dad had boats, real boats.
Oh, your father, now he was in the boating business, or he was an amateur boatsman?
Amateur boatsman.
I see.
And
did he ever get into any accidents or anything like that?
Oh, no.
Because those are dangerous, those motors.
When you bought boats at a dealership, they had boats and motors like at Christmas time to sell to the kids and things like that.
Well, great.
And you could even buy the toy outboard motors there. They were like $9 or $10 back then.
Wow.
$4.50, which was, that's a lot of money. 1960. They started in 1956 as toy motors. And they were like $5 or $6. Now they sell some of them sell for like $1,000.
So now we would sell for $1,000. Well, that's quite a bit. Well, great.